Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Dippy.
I'm Dadley.
And I'm Dono.
And we're the Dapper Ds, the only show that thinks that Gatsby and the Mothman are the same person. Come on, you ever seen them in the same room at the same time when the green light is on? Please. Prove it.
Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong. Can't.
And we know Mothman can't drive for shit, so.
Yeah.
Today, folks, we have a special episode put together for you by, curated by Dadley, but debated betwixt
Yes.
all three of us, because it is one of the greatest questions at large in our society today. And we will get to that after the shout-outs, the sponsors, the spiel, and all the rest. Stay tuned to the end for the upcoming schedule, but thank you to Dubby.gg for sponsoring our show, the Dapper Ds. Dono, the quick ad, if you will.
W.GG, it gives you the perfect amount of energy with 150 milligrams of caffeine in each scoop. You shake it into your shaker bottle that you can get from them. Sometimes they even have it in their sample packs if you're not 100% sure about what you want. But if you're looking for a way to get energy for an extended amount of time that isn't going to give you the jitters or anxiety or just not kind of make you want to shit your pants, this is great.
Caffeine will do it.
Yeah, it'll speak your pants. But now, this caffeine is designed in order to give you
Not
that
shit your
slight
pants.
rise as your day goes by, and not just gently take you down instead of what most caffeine or energy drinks will do, which is a quick shot up into the
Shit your pants zone.
and shit your pants zone automatically. Oh shit! And then back down where you are just tired of shitting your pants. And
You're
if
too
you
tired to clean the
would
shit
like
out of your
to
pants.
invest in these people, use code ANIPOD. That's ANIpod, ANIPOD, for 15% any order, whether it's on sale, clearance, or whatever you wish. That you get 15% off of it with our code. Thank you, W.GG, for sponsoring us, and thank you, viewer, for supporting this channel.
You are also currently listening to the music of Harris Heller at streambeats.com, the link above my head. He is one of the #1 DMCA free libraries of music for your videos and streams. You can go to his website, streambeats.com, and download anything that you wish from his vast, extensive library of music for your streaming and video making capabilities. You can also listen to him on Spotify or Spotify Premium, and he is absolutely free to use for your streaming purposes, so that you don't have to settle on subpar music for your variety show about whatever on Mondays. That's us. So thank you, Harris Heller and StreamBeats.com, for being the music to our ears. And as always, holy shit, I forgot where it was. Give us a follow if you like what you see. Give us a subscription if you're feeling generous. A Prime subscription gives us the money and you the ad-free experience at no additional cost to you if you have an Amazon Prime account. Give us a subscription on the YouTube channel to keep up with the VODs of all of our shows, past, present, and future. Follow the link tree in the description of both the stream and the VOD to see all of our other fun stuff, like the Instagram to see updates when we go live. We don't do that anymore. We should. Clips edited by Brett. We need to do a little bit more of those. And memes made by Dono, which has been happening a little bit more recently. Yeah. You can go check out the merch store to have a small piece of our channel with you. We are putting out new merch very soon.
Yeah, we just got the Strahd coffee back up.
Yeah.
If you want
coffee is back up,
if you want a
yes.
good old mug for Strahd and coffee, that's up right now.
Then
we have some other merch in the pipeline.
Yeah, we have a little bit more merch in the pipeline for our Friday show. Hopefully, we'll have that lined up sooner rather than later. And you can also check out the fan Discord server where you can chat with us and your fellow. Hold on, put that away. It's not the end of the spiel yet. You can pull that back up in 1 second.
Okay.
You can go check out the fan Discord server where you can chat with us and all of your fellow ANIpod fans anytime you like. There is a book club over there run by our lovely friend and channel member, Stealth Chaos. Those are the break in case of emergency images when I'm not here. Stop it. So if you want to participate in the book club, join the Discord and contact Stealthy Chaos with more information. The meeting for the book is this week. Dungeon Crawler Carl, we will have a new book available for that shortly afterwards. As always, we appreciate anything you do to support the channel and support what we do here, but do what you can. Not what you feel like you have to. Your financial financial responsibility and security is more important to us, well, at least to me, than our entertainment of you. My co-hosts might think otherwise.
No, I want $1. I want one. Oh, I want $1.
I honestly just want to take a second to let people know, like, I know we do the spiel and everything. It's like, we don't need to have your money to get this thing going, but not like, if you like our content and you like this channel, all of our money goes back into the channel to the best of our ability, and to making sure that things happen within it.
Although Dadley might want to spell check his merch.
Why?
Because if you want one of Zog's Spakel dollars, then you
One Spakel dollar.
Zog's Spakel dollar. Then you can check that out sooner rather than later in the merch store, maybe. What was I saying? There are plenty of things you can do without taking money out of your pocket, including following the Twitch and subscribing to the YouTube to have all of our core content for free, no matter what. You can also interact in the chat on Twitch and in the comments on YouTube to increase our analytics, get more people viewing our stuff, and you can share the channel, both the Twitch and the YouTube channel, with your friends and family so we have more eyes on our things to do, more opportunities to do more things for you. So thank you for watching and supporting. And with that, let's get into the question that we have all been dying to have answered. Is it a sport?
Is it a sport?
Is it?
Let me turn off the foreground image again for us, because here we are. The Dapper Debates special full-length episode. Is it a sport?
Is it a sport? All right. So I sat down and I curated some topics for you guys tonight because I love a good debate. But first we have to figure out the requirements of something to be a sport.
Yes.
All right?
We have to define a sport.
Yeah, so this is the definition of a sport. It needs competition. Someone or a team can win. Okay? Doesn't have to be has to win because sports can end in ties, some of them. But a competition, organized league to compete in. It needs an organized league, okay? And lastly, where the debate really is physical exertion of skill. These are the criteria of what a sport is. So keep these in mind. Bowling. It has a competition. It has an organized league to compete in, but all you're doing is rolling a fucking ball.
Okay. Now, this is where we begin. Says in best Patrick Star impression, is mayonnaise a sport?
No, Patrick, you are not physically exerting yourself.
Yeah. Horseradish is not a sport either. All right. So, here's the thing. I think that your definition of a sport is solid. It is absolutely solid. However, I do believe that there is an alternative to your third and final point, the physical exertion of skill, which I'm going to bring up as much as possible to pad the runtime. There is a mental component that is more vital, that is more pivotal to something being a sport than the physicality of it. Because you think of a quarterback in football.
Yeah.
How much they have to know, how much they have to learn, how much they have to process, how much they have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in that much time.
Yeah.
Before they decide they're going to throw the ball this way, they're going to do the ball that way, they're going to drop out and roll and spin and try to run it for the first down, whatever it is. there is a mental component in my mind that is more important than the physical component.
Okay.
And I will bring that over to bowling in a second, unless Dono has some other things to contribute to the definition of a sport.
Well, the thing is, I've competed in bowling. It is 100% a sport. Not because there is a physical exertion, me throwing a goddamn rock down an alley or aisle.
Okay. Okay. So
I understand
shopping?
that there can be some people. Okay, I understand that there's some people that just pick it up and just kind of roll it. But when you're in a competition and you're trying to get as many points as possible, and you have to not only put in the skill of where the ball goes, because there is science to it. Okay,
Yes.
there's definitely strategies and science and all this stuff, but you have to be able to withstand the length of the entirety of the game, going at it correctly, and then making sure that you are hitting these angles just right, so that you can get either basically just as large as score as you can, while doing the least amount of effort as possible.
How many times have you seen a quarterback sit down and take a body nachos in the middle of his fucking sports?
When the defense is on the field, Deadly? Do you know that there are two sides to a football game where the other side of that
There's
football team
three
gets to
players in
rest
every
in
football
between?
team.
Yeah,
There's a quarterback, a kicker, and a center.
Yeah. What, you think everyone else is just there for show? You think everyone else is just an accessory to the success of the team?
I firmly don't think bowling is a sport.
Okay. Dono, you firmly think that it is?
Yeah.
So the decision comes down to me. Well,
Actually, flag on the play, for clarification at least.
yeah.
I made this. I don't think any of these are sports.
Okay,
I want to know now.
So we're going into this with Dadley being not the devil's advocate, but Dadley being the antagonist of our story.
No, this is not. Bowling is.
He believes that everything on this list is not a sport, and
Correct.
we are here to be his checks and balances against whether we agree that it is not a sport or whether we disagree and think that
Can
it
I
is.
just say also that Dadley is basically bringing up the fact of what is non-professional bowling. Yes, a dude can, after doing his turn, sit down while he waits for the other individual and slam some nachos in an unprofessional game. But in another one, I've never actually seen a professional game of bowling. But goddamn it,
so what happened to you competing, Dono?
I did compete, but I never had food while I was competing. But that was just kind of my tournament that I was in.
Yeah.
Is that there wasn't food allowed in the alley area while things were happening.
There are tight schedules kept in bowling tournaments because there are so many people bowling at a given time, and the less time that you waste, they actually have, I think, a competitive clock for when they have to finish a frame of bowling. Like, you know how soccer has a 90-minute timer.
Yes.
Like a 90-minute timer that constantly runs. I think bowling has a timer that constantly runs, or at least they try to keep it to a timer that constantly runs.
Yeah.
There are some iconic moments to come out of the sport of bowling. The Professional Bowling Association has had some star athletes that have gotten the recognition that they, an athlete of that caliber deserves.
If you ask the average person, the most famous bowler is somebody that they've never seen bowl, is just somebody they've seen yelling at the crowd. You're not
bowling
that
is
guy.
a sport, why does it not?
I can't see Twitch while I have this open. What is the comment?
If bowling is a sport, why does it not have its own stadium-type building? It does. It's called a bowling alley, dumbass.
Dude, I'm on. It's not a sport, but I'd put money on there's more bowling alleys than football fields in America.
Yeah, there are.
Can I just say, when even in amateur setting within bowling, you still have to have a bowling alley to do it.
Yeah.
In an amateur setting of like football, you don't have to go to an actual building to play
Yeah,
football.
you don't
have
go
an
to
open
a
field and play in it. You don't have like
You can go
put
to an
down
open
cones
field,
and stuff like that.
yeah.
You can make it out of anything. Bowling is probably more professional of a sport than football is because football can be played anywhere, while bowling has to be played in a certain area.
That's
I don't know that that makes it any
I
less
don't
of a
like
sport,
that
though.
logic. Yeah.
So, I think that bowling is absolutely a sport, and I will bring the mental aspect of the game up again.
Okay.
There are so many different calculations that you have to put in your head to roll the ball perfectly each time, because something that not a lot of people know about bowling is that these lanes have oil patterns that are put down on them. There's more oil in some spots than there is in others, and it can be different for each tournament.
Yes,
So,
and then the longer you're bowling as well, you're wearing down that oil, so you can't be hitting the
Exactly.
same line every time.
and when you hit the same line, then your direction changes and another line is made. So there is a lot of mentality put into the sport of bowling that is mentally straining. Maybe not as straining as something like, you know, football or baseball, but there's certainly a strain, there's certainly an exertion, not necessarily of physical talent or physical effort, but of mental fortitude and of stamina. Stamina is just as important in a sport as, you know, physical brute exertion is. You know, Hank Aaron might have been able to hit that many home runs in his career because he was so physically strong. But he had to be pretty mentally capable in order to do that as well.
I can say, yeah, this is probably a tiring hobby to have. I'm okay
Is
saying that.
intramural baseball not a hobby as well? Is flag football not
Flag football's
a
not a
glorified
sport.
hobby?
It's not a fucking sport. What?
Is that
Listen, we're
later
gonna
on
add a
this
new
list?
slide to this.
Listen, can I just say, one of
Yeah.
the best thing about sports is watching little kids do it and then just be terrible at it. And what's better than watching a kid absolutely biff it, rolling
Yeah.
down with
I mean-
with a bowling ball, and then all of a sudden, because they've got the things up, they get strong. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Memories are made within sports.
Memories are also made everywhere else, not sports.
So what is the
good ones
format?
are.
What is the ultimate format of this episode, Deadly? What is are we trying to convince you that something is a sport, or are you going to be holding firm in your belief that none of these are sports?
I'm gonna be holding firm, and I will just say that the Dapper Ds says blank because there's three of us. We will never have a split decision.
We won't have a split decision. I guess it'll just come down to it's going to be pitting me and Dono against your one negative. And
Yes.
if we agree together that something is a sport, then the ultimate decision is that Dadley's decision is reversed, and it is. But
Yes.
if only one of us agrees with you, then the other person just has to set up their argument, but in the end, at the end of it all, it's not a sport. So my decision, my thought is that bowling is absolutely a sport. So Dono, I guess it's your
Dono
opinion
also says it's a
being
sport.
that it absolutely is.
I've absolutely like destroyed my bicep doing bowling.
I feel like you were bowling wrong then.
Dadley's gonna be really snippy this episode. This is gonna be a different energy.
Oh, I came into this episode with. I also want to throw out there. I made this 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And like I'm trying to pull the heat from when I made it.
Yeah, that's perfectly fair. So,
All right.
in the end, though, final decision.
Dapper D
I'm
says
gonna
bowling's a
create.
sport.
Yeah, Dapper D says bowling's a sport. So I'm gonna modify our scorekeepers from Dapper Jeopardy
Okay.
to say sports.
Versus not sports.
Yeah, sports 1 versus not sports. Are the top left
There-
and the top right corners always going to be clear of your diagram here?
No. You can cover whatever's there. It's fine. It's just something silly. Everyone has a pitcher. I just felt the need to spice up the slides a little bit.
Okay. No, that's fine. No, the top left and the top right corners.
Yeah. Sometimes the pitcher moves.
Okay.
It's
so,
fine.
at the moment, we have... and look at this. We're turning this into a sport as we speak.
This is not
here we
sport.
go. Oh, here we go. So, we have... Boom! Top of your screen, underneath the Stream Beat sponsor, Sports 1, not Sports 0. So that is nice. Those counters are going to be your official tally as to the Dapper D's opinions and decisions on whether or not these are sports.
I'm rereading Alejandro's Twitch message, and I just want to throw out there, it doesn't have a stadium. It has a building. It's not a stadium.
There are professional bowling lanes that have stadium seating.
Okay.
It's just on one side at the end of the lane where the bowlers bowl the ball.
All right.
There isn't like, can you imagine though, like a stadium seating setting where there's like 2 lanes for the 2 bowlers to compete, and there's stadium seating all the way
around
down the lane, and so you get like nosebleed seats right next to the bowler return machines where you can't hardly see, you can't even see the pins get knocked over, you just hear it, but you know.
That one sounded like 8.
Yeah.
And I just want to mention one of the most iconic TV or shows to ever have bowling in it, Knuckles from on Paramount Plus.
It does end with a whole bowling tournament.
It is completely about a bowling tournament.
It is. All right.
It's completely about a bowling tournament.
And
a man's journey to it.
Current score: Sports 1, not Sports 0. The bowling is absolutely.
Have you seen a Sonic the Hedgehog movie or TV show about football? No.
Oh. So, full honesty, I don't fully remember all the slides I'm in. So we're gonna see what's next together. Cheerleading. Competition sometimes. Organized league to compete in. A company named Varsity just made one. Oh yeah, it literally there is now an organized league. Be aggressive while just fucking standing there and twirling.
Okay. At first, I was gonna be so against cheerleading being a sport, but I've thought about it a little bit.
And you are even more against it.
No, listen. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that for the sake of argument, before Dono starts any argument here, just to go against you and make this even more dramatic, I am gonna say that cheerleading is a sport. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
There are so many families that invest in cheer competition. It's an investment for sure. And yes, some people might call it a hobby. Some people might call it a very aggressive use of money on a hobby. I knew a guy who was complaining, or not knew a guy, but I met a guy while I was working at the gas station however many years ago, who was like, I was like, will that be all today, sir? And he was like, yeah, because my wife just spent the last of our savings on another cheer outfit. And I was like, I'm sorry? And he was like, our daughter is going to another competition in a week and she bought her a brand new cheer uniform. And it took out all the rest of our savings. And I was like, okay, sir, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And he tiraded for another minute before I was like, I'm sorry, there are people behind you. And he was like, and he said, let me just give you a piece of advice. And I was like, what's that? And he said, if you ever have a daughter, do not let her get into cheer. And I was like, okay. And I moved on. But that stuck with me because for something that is so heavily invested in, there has to be enough competition there has to be enough people to care about the competitive aspect of a team being put together, a ragtag bunch of girls, maybe guys as well. Plus, think about all the professional teams that have professional teams of other sports that have cheerleaders in their stadiums, entertaining the crowd.
That's it right there. Entertaining the crowd. It is not that when you are going to a football. When you are going to a football game, there is no winning cheerleaders. There is no competition.
Dragon Engineer brings up a fantastic point. If breakdancing is a sport by Olympic standards, why can't cheerleading be a sport? Cheerleading is one of the competitions for the World Games, which is under the patronage of the International Olympic Committee. So the World Games has cheer in it. The Olympics might not, but the World Games do. And how have you seen some of the things that these people do in cheer? They lift other people up. They throw them in the air. They spin around like a triple axle or a quadruple axle. Are you saying that gymnastics isn't a sport, Deadly?
Yes.
God damn you. We disagree on that point. No. Like,
Gymnastics has a clear winner. What I'm mostly saying is 99% of cheerleading is not competition. So why should those moments, the majority of it, not be considered a sport? It's not competitive. It is only competitive at the high school level, and that is very rarely.
And college level.
Yeah, Donald, you look prepped.
All right, that was me. I cede the rest of my time to my dear compatriot here to see whether or not we're adding a tally to one nor the other.
I've heard both of you. I do. It's strange because though I do feel as though cheerleading is an exertion of power and like body movement, because you're not going to go through a whole routine and get it completely. I've done dance, okay? I know what practicing a routine does to you. I fucking lost like 50 pounds doing dance.
No, cards on the table. I was a cheerleader. Like, I understand some of this shit. Like,
you never told us this, did you?
Yeah.
No, you never told us this.
Well, how about that?
But with it being a sport, it's not really, it's an entertainment based thing. I get, like, you could have fucking cheerleading with it, like the circus.
Yes.
But it's like a secondary part of a sport. Is that like, hey, if your sports team is big enough, you have cheerleaders. But the crowd can also do cheers.
No, which brings me to a point that I wanna stress.
Yes.
As I'm going to pull back heat for a second. It doesn't lessen the impact. Cheerleading can be incredible and fun and an amazing thing to do without it being a sport.
Yes.
Like, it does not lessen the impact of cheerleading.
And that is true of all of these sports. That is true of all of these sports, is that
I have a question.
determining whether or not these are competitive sports, I'll get to you in a second, Dono. Determining whether or not these are competitive sports doesn't lessen the value of any of these activities. So, be our opinions as they may, this is merely a debate for professional courtesy of whether or not the given objects we're talking about are deserve a label, which is essentially very important to some people, not very important to others. So, Donald, go ahead.
It's crazy because cheerleading isn't even like shown as the same as like football players within a college. You can't exactly get a full ride scholarship. Like, you can get scholarships for...
you can, actually. I do know people that have gotten scholarships for cheerleading.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not as common as
It's
like,
definitely not as common. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because usually cheerleaders are within a team, and it's the team that is the performance. It's not. There's no singular individual that gets to show off who they are within a certain position, like in football or basketball. And
our counters now reflect that sports have a tally of 1, not sports have a tally of 1.
Fishing. There is competition. Organized league to compete in the MLF does exist, the Major League Fishing. You compete while having a beer, and another beer, and another beer, and a Bloody fucking Mary. It's not a fucking sport.
Otto, you want to take the lead on this one?
It's not a sport.
It's not a sport. It's not a sport. Listen, if I can go out with like a half, listen, I've had a fucking I've seen a 2-year-old catch a freaking fish this big with a toy fishing pole that has Monsters Inc. on it.
Yep.
He wasn't even using like a correct, he used the toy bobber on it. His dad just put a hook on it. Fish are stupid.
Oh my god.
You could listen, one of the methods of fishing is to be on a boat and put a like bag of meat just floating in the ocean or floating in the water as you crease by, and it makes fish be like, ooh, there's food. Oh, I've been caught and now I'm food.
The real
Fish
key
are
is Dono and
stupid.
fish.
And if you can't fish, you're kind of even more stupid.
Oh my god.
Like, if you haven't been able to have a successful, like, fishing trip, it's because you didn't know that there weren't any fish in that fucking lake.
Dono with the real fucking heat coming out.
Spitting.
Oh my god. Okay.
I caught my first fish during my first fishing trip with my brother. It was 12 fucking inches.
Wow, dude. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I was like 11. I can't even.
Yeah.
Be on your lap.
Yeah.
So, my very impassioned friend here has brought up several points. As we've said before, I think that many of the sports that we know, even the ones we're not debating, are good as recreation.
Yeah.
Secondarily, I think fishing is a recreation that secondarily found a way to become a sport. Like, it.
Okay.
I think
it's the fishing stories. They had to be like, fuck, you gotta prove it, man.
Yeah, there's some aspect of like, so I will very happily tabulate now that fishing is absolutely not a sport. However, fishing competitions do have precedence to be very entertaining, to be very, you know, there is something about there's weights in fish that gets me so like amped up, like, oh my god, who the fuck is cheating at fishing? Like, if you had to cheat, first of all, you had to catch the fish. Second of all, you had to cut this fish open and put weights into it. And then third of all, you had to throw it back and quote unquote catch it again. Like, why are we going to this level of effort for a trophy? Like, and it's not even a good trophy.
A trophy in like $200. Like,
yeah, the major league fishing trophy's not that good either. Like, it's just straight up not.
So,
All right, all of our fans for fishing have unsubscribed.
everyone who has never caught a fish has unsubscribed.
I'm not stupid. I know how to fish. I'll show you.
Biggest fish I ever caught was this big, by the way.
No.
Can I just also say that my 4-year-old daughter, when she was 4 years old, caught a fish.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. I think when it really comes down to it, the question of whether or not fishing is a sport doesn't boil down to, oh, it's so easy, anybody could do it.
Yeah.
Because there are like amateur leagues of fishing where you can enter as low as 5 years old or whatever it is. I think it's just like, it's not really competitive because fish are random.
That is also
You know what I
fair.
mean?
There is a
Like,
very random aspect to it.
Like, fishing is the most RNG sport that you can think of, because especially if you pick a specific lake for its like breeds of fish, its like species of fish, those fish are still going to be very, you know, if you like, what happens if the same person catches the same fish twice? Like, you're not measuring who can catch a fish better most of the time in a fishing competition. You're measuring the biggest fish that a person catches. So what if someone catches that fish and then another person like goes in right behind them, catches the
catch-
same damn fish. Like
Because fish are stupid.
because fish are stupid. Like Dono laid it out pretty perfectly in a clip that I have created a clip, but I have yet to edit it. But no, fishing is not a sport. MLF, we await your cease and desist letter.
No, it's fine.
Don't worry, you're not important enough for us to talk about it again.
Oh shit.
Professional eating. Competition? There's one. Organized league to compete in, kinda. The MLE is a thing, I guess. I did Google it beforehand.
Major League Eating.
Yeah, what fucking sport has one champion forever?
Joey Chestnut is not the only champion of the hot dog eating competition that has ever existed.
Okay, who else?
Damn. Maybe I can't help you here.
Oh no.
I will say, as somebody that, for some reason, when I'm on a cut or like when I'm trying to lose weight, watching like eating competition, Phil, like people go through eating challenges and shit like that, it helps for some fucking reason.
Okay.
Like I see him eat this massive amount of food while I'm eating my shitty little fucking chicken and rice.
I get it, yeah.
I got shut down in one sentence. Oh my god. Okay, so professional eating. Are we agreeing that this is not a sport first? Like
Yes. Ugh.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's not a sport.
okay.
It's not a sport.
Okay. I will
It is
bring
a
up
skill.
the mental. I will bring up.
I will say, like eating and
You beat
being
me to the
able to
punch.
eat a lot and being able to figure out like
Yeah.
how to eat, it's a skill.
You beat me to the punch. It is a
100%
very
a skill.
It is a very unique skill.
Yeah.
It's not a sport. Because what is, like, adding another thing onto the definition of a sport real quick, not for every sport that we're about to
Yeah.
encounter, but someone looks at another person and says, I can do this better than you can. Who's doing that with professional eating? Like, Joey Chestnut isn't going up to people and going, I can eat 64 hot dogs in 2 minutes. And can you?
Just let
And-
me dip them in water first.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like,
It's gotta make the wiener go down faster.
it's one of those things
brother.
that professional eating, I would call professional eating more of a sport than fishing, but
Same.
it's also not a fucking sport. It's
There's
not
definitely
really close.
physical exertion going on.
I will say
Yeah,
it is
physical exertion.
entertaining. I've been to one eating competition by accident at my state fair. I literally walked over and they were just like, all right, the hot dog competition. We got all these. I'm like, oh, okay. Dude, it is entertaining to see people just like down and then other people just be like,
Yep.
See, but we've only been talking about hot dog eating so far. I mean, pie eating competitions
Oh,
are
yeah.
like
Nah,
a school
man.
activity.
It's just free pie.
Yeah,
it's
nah,
fucking
son,
free
free pie. Well, that's why a lot of pie eating competitions are just you spray whipped cream into a pan and eat it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because then it's not free pie, it's free whipped cream. Like,
Yeah. They don't even use real pie.
they don't even use real pie. It's not a pie eating competition. So I will say no, professional eating is not a sport.
Yeah.
It's something that I think I could maybe do. It is physically exerting. You didn't put that on this slide. It is physically exerting. It is mentally exerting. Under most of the definitions you set out at the beginning of this, yeah, under the technicalities, it is a sport. I don't think it's a sport.
It's
doesn't-
not a sport.
It doesn't have the spirit of a sport.
No.
No. All right,
Not
next
at all.
slide.
Before we go to the
I'm
next
not
slide.
hoping for the guy that wins to win. I'm hoping for the guy that almost not wins to puke his goddamn
Yeah.
guts out.
Yeah.
If you had to do a professional eating competition, what food do you think you'll win with?
Oh
Rice.
God. What did you say?
Rice.
That's a good. Wait, rice is a good answer.
That is a good answer. See, I think I could absolutely smoke people in a pizza competition. Like professionally, like eat this 12-inch pizza as fast as you possibly can. Like I feel like I could do that pretty well. Because, I mean, look at me. I've got one back behind me. I'm not competing with it, but, like, you know.
Deviled eggs. Nobody can eat more deviled eggs than me.
Oh, dude. No, I could not.
You're just a fucking weirdo at that point. What are you talking about? Like...
All right. Poker.
Oh,
There is absolutely competition. There is an organized league, kinda. A fucking sport has a hotline if you like it too much.
Okay. I'm gonna kick us off by saying that you have a we have to bring up the mental versus physical game again.
Yes.
For the alternative for the third. Because yes, Major League Poker and like there are several humongous poker tournaments.
There are,
like people make a lot of money playing in poker tournaments, almost as much money as professional athletes do.
Yep.
You know, there are people
also
that
lose a lot of money.
They also lose a lot of money doing this. I mean, that's the thing that makes poker so enticing as a sport. I am going to claim that this is a sport.
Whoa.
It's a bold claim. However, it is a sport that is supremely unbalanced against its competitors. Because they're, you know, in fair poker, like in a poker tournament, there is no rigging because it's people playing against each other. When you're in a casino, poker is rigged for the casino to win. Yep. Like, there have been plenty of studies done on this. You cannot deny that there are there are people who rig poker in casinos or anything like that, you know. Yeah. Poker is one of the more pure things in a casino, but...
absolutely, yeah.
But what it is about poker is that it is the most mental game of any game that might be on this list other than one that I think he's going to have later. I'm pretty sure he's going to have it later, but...
Shoots and ladders.
Yeah, shoots and ladders, fuck them. No, but, poker is the most socially exhausting sport for a person to play because it doesn't really matter what your cards are. It is also one of the most random ones, obviously.
It is. Again, a lot of RNG.
A lot of RNG. You win, you lose. But the way that you take control of poker into your hands is with your hands, with your literal hands, with your, you know, whatever you have, you are trying to make the other person think you're going to win.
Yeah.
It is like werewolf on steroids. You're fooling people into believing that you are better than you actually are, which is like 75% of all sports. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's showboating.
It's showboating. Yeah. It's a matter of like, it is a random game. However, I think that with the amount of attention it gets, with the amount of superstars within it as well, like Negreanu and Badalik and all of these other, you know, professional poker players.
Twice as many poker players as hot dog champions.
Yeah, there are many more. One of my favorite ones, Chase Moneymaker.
Okay.
Chris Moneymaker, sorry. Last name Moneymaker. Came from Tennessee and started playing poker on like online tournaments and started getting good at it, started winning some money from it. He entered into the World Poker Championships. Oh, Umberly. Hello. Sorry, I did not charge you. Let me begin to charge you real quick. There we go.
Charging battery.
All right. So, Chris Moneymaker pulls off the upset of the century by winning the World Championship of Poker.
Okay.
As a rookie, as an amateur. Like, he outplays his opponents. The story of Chris Moneymaker is an incredible one, and there's a good YouTube video about it by Emplemon. I won't leave a link to it, but you can find it. It's a pretty fascinating video to watch. I will say that poker is a very social game. It is a very social sport, which a lot of sports are social, you know?
Yeah.
But my argument is that poker is absolutely a sport.
Okay.
I'm ready to be disappointed again, but...
Dono?
When I was 7 years old, I played poker with a bunch of my dad's friends. I beat every single one of them. It's not a
this is-
sport.
It's what?
Somehow I won with a 7, but I don't know because I didn't quite understand the rules.
So what is your?
It's a joke. It's fucking a joke. God damn it.
No, we get it. We're just trying to figure out where this is going.
Poker is as much a sport as magicians are actually doing real magic.
See, my big standpoint with it not being a sport is sincerely, like, nobody is, how do I word this? Nobody is contracted to be there. There is no, like, oh my god, you did so well, go to this tournament and whatnot. Like, it's a lot, most poker tournaments are buy-in only. It's the only people that benefit from this sport are the people that own the sport.
That is a pretty damning argument against the World Tournament of Poker and the other places that host this, the people that advertise it, you know.
Yeah, what sport has an amateur that can just waltz on?
Did you see Victor Wembanyama play in his debut game this year?
I did not.
He made everyone else look like chump change.
Okay, but he was also scouted and drafted and signed. Didn't just walk onto the field and say, "I want to play football today."
It's basketball, but close enough.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I had no idea who you're talking about.
Victor
So-
Wembanyama, a 7'4", possibly.
Sorry, gentlemen. I'd like to come and play some of this ball today.
Yeah.
I catch it. Oh, I gotta put it there. Oh, I gotta move.
Good
bounce
thing
the
I'm
ball.
7'4".
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that man's short. Ooh, out of my way, ball.
Victor Wembanyama plays basketball like everyone around him are mice eating cheese. Like,
Love it.
it's pretty incredible. A lot of people have already taken notice of him, but it's another sport in the not sport column
It's
that
a
I
not
wish
sport.
could have been a sport. I will concede. I think that, you know, it is a hobby. It's a dangerous hobby too.
It's a very dangerous
actually
hobby.
good.
It's a dangerous hobby. Like, you can waste a lot of your livelihood and your money playing poker if you're not careful.
See, what I like, I have done 2 charity poker tournaments where people donate a bunch of money and then you get called and you're like, hey, you're a good poker player. Pick a charity, and like your pot that you win goes to that charity. That
Yes.
shit's fun.
Yes.
NASCAR competition, organized league competing. They got those tracks everywhere. Oh, you made another fucking turn. Do you want a gold star? Yes, this is here to piss off Dippy.
Piss of Dippy.
Before Dippy gets his rant.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to have my point because I know Dippy's got PowerPoints. Probably he's probably gonna take over. You share.
He's gonna have his own slide.
motherfucker. He's prepared his own PowerPoint for just this exact occasion, and charts and like pictures.
Okay.
It's not a fucking sport.
Dono, you disappoint me.
This is cars, and whoever can hit the gas and hold on the longest. It's not a sport.
So
I'm building my 9-point rebuttal as you continue to speak. Go on. No,
I
Dono.
want-
I want to hear more of Dono. I want to hear Dono
No, that's
speak
it.
more.
Because that's all that I need
So-
to say is that it's not a sport.
I want to come into this with like full honesty, okay? When I wrote this, it wasn't a sport in my brain. And then, because I've thought for a very long time that come the end of the night, anyone can get behind a NASCAR wheel and do okay. Not win, but do fine. And then I had to fucking research NASCAR so we can write trivia questions for Tippy. And shit, this is a sport.
I win! Dadley, I changed Dadley's mind!
I couldn't believe how much goes into this. This is absolutely a sport.
So, NASCAR, the National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing, when it was put together, Everyone who competed in a stock car race was a rum runner who modified their car to outrun the police. How baller is that? First
that's
and
a
foremost.
great origin story. Yeah.
Second of all, sitting behind the wheel of a car going 40 miles an hour on a back road is easy. You control the gas, you control the brake how you need to, and if your car has pretty strong brakes, you can exert yourself when you're trying to bring yourself to a stop to avoid a crash.
Yeah.
Sitting behind the wheel of a car at 200 miles an hour, going in a circle in rush hour traffic is beyond difficult.
Yeah.
It is superhuman, the things that these people do to race these NASCARs, especially on tracks like Talladega, like Daytona, like Atlanta, where you are constantly going 190, 195, 200 miles an hour and trying not to hit a wall, trying not to hit another car, trying not to hit another, trying not to run into an area of the track where you will flip your car over if you're not careful. It's pretty incredible.
I just have this question because I know you get so
Sure.
much. Is the car, like the vehicles in NASCAR, actually
Yes.
called NASCARs? Or are they called cars?
They're stock cars. They are, so what the car in
You just said
NASCAR,
the NASCARs that drive arothat track, and I'm just like, wait, are they actually called NASCARs?
some people do, because they are something that NASCAR has done, which I'm not a huge fan of, is that a lot of their cars have become like standardized bodies and engines and everything else that you can only make very minor modifications to on a team by team basis.
Yes.
Which removes a lot of the intriguing competition between, a Toyota engine and a Toyota body are beating the Ford engines and the Ford bodies, but the Ford is going to come back next week with even better engines and even better bodies and beat Toyota again. Now it's every Toyota is basically the same, every Ford is basically the same, every Chevy is basically the same. And all three of those groups are very minutely different from each other, if different at all. That's one thing that I'm not a fan of about this, but the main thing about NASCAR being a sport is that it is absolutely physically exerting. There are people who have almost died from being in a NASCAR race on a day that it was 95 degrees with the beating sun, no rain, no clouds to shield them, and they have these things called cool suits, which are literal like G suits filled with water that prevent them from overheating. And if that breaks, you're sitting in a car that's at a balmy 145 degrees for 3.5 hours most of the time. It is absolutely a goddamn sport. Thank you, Dadley, for changing your mind before Dono could change his. And before we get deeper into
I like
this
that's called
list,
NASCARs on the cars. It's a sport.
no, I have like a whole
really strong one way or the
video. Yeah, there
I
are
just
whole,
wanted to piss off Dippy.
there are whole YouTube channels. There are YouTube channels dedicated to the history of NASCAR, to the competition of NASCAR. I suggest, if you like things going fast, absolutely go look up NASCAR YouTubers, stories.
Is there a NASCAR YouTuber that uses a very thick Southern drawl
Yes.
when explaining everything? Because I feel like that will itch my...
Yes, his name is Slapshoes, and he's the guy who got me back into NASCAR.
Slapshoes is a great fucking name.
S1APSHOES, Slapshoes. He is a fantastic YouTuber, and he talks about NASCAR all the time, and I love him. There's also Ellie Productions 49, who doesn't have as thick of a Southern accent, but has very cool, comprehensive videos on the sport of NASCAR to get people interested in it. And you can go watch all of them. We're not going to have links to them, but like,
there's also Dippy, who has an amazing video about NASCAR.
yes, I was gonna suggest that. We can put a card here, but we're not going to. Don't go in. We could, but we're not going to. So before we dive even further into our list here, we do have a short break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more potential sports after this. And welcome back.
Welcome back.
We have determined that NASCAR is a sport, leaving our tally with Sports 2, not Sports 4.
All right.
It's a dead heat. No, it's not. It's ooh.
Esports. There is competition. There's a lot of competition. Organized league to compete in is different. Different games have different leagues.
And some games have multiple leagues within them.
Yes. Go touch some fucking grass.
Okay.
I want to start this by saying I fucking love professional Smash Bros.
Yes.
I'm so deep into Super Smash Bros. It's not a sport at all. Nothing about it's a sport.
Okay. E-sports are an overarching category like sports is an overarching category.
So you think this is its own thing?
It is its own thing entirely.
Okay.
I think. It's not a sport because it is a whole entire different thing that doesn't have a better word put to it yet.
Okay.
Like e-competition, like because esports definitively and completely remove one of the most important aspects of a sport, which was put in your definition at the beginning, physical exertion. Like,
yes.
The most physical exertion you get in an esports competition is like maybe even that, unless we Ring Fit is having esports competitions now, but I don't think it is. So
I'm here for that.
We Ring Fit, whatever it was, or Switch Ring Fit, whatever it was. What I am gonna say is that esports tie into my alternative for physical exertion, mental exertion.
Yes.
There are so many goddamn esports that you need to know so much about before you even think about competing in them. All right, Donna will be right back. No worries, everyone. It'll just be my opinion for a minute here. There are so many different games that require so much mental exertion that under the definition of a regular old sport, it would be pushing the boundary for me. Mm-hmm. However, Dadley's point at the bottom of this chart still applies. There are some e-athletes that look like they haven't stepped outside of a barn in 20 years. Like, let alone have a life outside of playing this game that they love. Like, if you are a person like, not Ninja necessarily, but I'm trying to think of like competitive esports players that like, there are a lot of competitive esports players that are fit, physically fit, you know, they keep fit, they're mentally fit as well, you know, I mean, they have to be. But like, if you're keeping up with yourself outside of the fact that you play video games for a living, like, good for you.
Yeah.
Out of respect for those people, I would put esports as an entirely different category than putting all esports under the umbrella of a physical sport.
Okay. That I can agree with. That it's its own category.
It is its own category entirely. However, there's only room for 2 categories on our board, and the one that this would fit into is that it's not a sport.
Not a sport.
It's not a sport.
It's not a sport.
Like, it's laughable that people believe that e-athletes are just as crucial as real athletes are. I have to laugh at them. Like, ha ha! Yeah. Because no, they're not. They're people playing video games for our enjoyment at such a level that we will never be able to compete at, that we're using them as a secondary off-putting for our lack of skill in those video games. You know, just like real sports, but video games don't require you to step outside and touch grass.
Yeah.
Someone could go their entire life sitting in front of a computer and playing esports and have a worse quality of life than everyone else. Like,
yes.
Because in the end, a lot of physical sports like bowling, like like football, like baseball, you know, you're getting physical exercise while you are doing the sport.
You are not getting exercise while bowling.
Yes, you are.
I'm so mad bowling is listed as a sport.
You get up, you
Yeah.
You get up, you pick up a ball, you roll a ball down the lane. You have to walk. I mean, that's physical exercise.
Dude,
It's better than some esports do.
It is more tiring to go grocery shopping than it is to go fucking bowling.
Only depends on how heavy your cart gets.
All right, I'll say it this way. It is more tiring to go grocery shopping if you have to buy dog food or cat litter.
Well, because of course it is, because dog food and cat litter are more heavy than bowling balls are.
Yeah.
Like, as a necessity of having to go out and get dog food and cat litter. I'm sure you could bowl with a 30-pound ball if that would make it more intriguing. Okay, here's what I have to say to you, man who says that bowling is not a sport. What would make bowling a sport in your mind? What would it take? What would it take for That should have been the format of this episode. It should have been we turn non-sports into sports. No, that's part 2.
We're coming back to a part 2 to this.
That's part 2. So every sport that we determine is not a sport, we turn it into a sport in part 2.
What turns it into a sport?
No, this is for the next episode. We can't think about this anymore. We have to do the next episode.
I now can't stop thinking about everything we said not a sport as just a full contact.
Yeah, full contact.
Because
full
like cheerleading,
fishing.
you have flyers in cheerleading.
was about
You
to
throw
say,
them up
yeah.
there. Throw them at the other team. Chuck people.
Human missiles just like landing in the midst of the other team. Oh God.
Fishing, you have to hook your opponent.
No, we have to do this in a part 2.
This is not going to be what I actually say in the part 2.
Yeah, but you have to hook your opponent.
You have to hook your opponent. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Professional eating, you have to not get lured by one of the fishers trying to lure you with a hot dog.
Oh my
All
God.
professional eaters are stupid.
Oh my God.
Do we move on?
Yeah, I
Do
think
we wait for Dono? Okay.
I think Dono is having something important that. Interesting.
There is competition. Organized league competing, yeah, like ABC owns it. Why does grip strength mean that you get to call yourself a fucking ninja?
Okay. American Ninja Warrior is absolutely a sport, Deadly. Like, it absolutely is. Oh man, we gotta wait for Dono.
It's a hobby.
It's okay. You've brought up physical exertion at the beginning of this as like one of the paramounts of a sport.
Yeah.
Have you actually sat down and watched an American Ninja Warrior competition?
I had, dude. I rock climb. Like, this is my bread and butter. This is what I do. Also, I love rock climbing. Rock climbing's not a sport. Anyway,
I was about to say, if you're gonna call rock climbing a sport and American Ninja Warrior not a sport, okay, but you're at least remaining consistent.
No, I think. All right. Well, Donna's not here. I'll go a little bit more abroad for a second. There are a lot of things like this that I think they try to shoehorn into being a sport. Because, like, you can go right now and look up rock climbing races. Yeah, sure. That's a competition in which you are rock climbing against another person where there is a winner. It's not fucking needed. Just go do it. You don't need to have a winner to fucking do this shit. Like,
right.
What this really is was somebody was like, I like parkour, but I also like winning. Like,
So, I think there's a little bit more to American Ninja Warrior than I like parkour and I want to win, because American Ninja Warrior has a lot of like stunts within it that do require such a physical effort to actually perform them. Like the bar, hopping the bar from like a set of bars and then jumping it up and moving it to another set of bars.
salmon ladders.
Yeah, salmon ladders. Like, I know I could never be able to do that. At least not yet. Like, you know, not with my current build. Maybe one day. But like salmon ladders and like running vertically up a wall, you know, to get to the top of that wall with curves in it that sometimes surpass 90 degrees. Like that kind of shit is really physically impressive. And time trialing something like that, it should absolutely is a competition that most settings of American Ninja Warrior require for the competition to take place. You know, it's one of those things that I'm like, I would have to say that there is certainly a better name for what the overarching sport that American Ninja Warrior tries to capture is, but it's a sport. I will die on the hill of American Ninja Warrior being a sport. It's certainly more of a sport than bowling and fishing and you know, and it's certainly more of a sport than bowling and fishing and professional eating and esports, you know. I would put it into the overarching category of a sport.
So
if it were down to me.
The sport name of it is Ninja. Like, that is what it is called.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome, dude.
So
That's
I just
really
Googled
cool.
it. It's called Ninja. I can't lie. You're kind of selling me on it. That like the adding the time trial is like, this benefited from the time trial, while a lot of other things that they've shoehorned into trying to make a sport don't benefit from.
Yeah.
I think you've actually convinced me. Yeah.
And here's the I'm winning more than I thought. But like, I think because an American Ninja Warrior course is set up the same way every time.
Not at all. Have you not? No.
Is it not?
No, not at all.
What,
dude,
each
even
individual Ninja Warrior does a different routine?
It's not so, like, how do you word this? It's kind of similar to NASCAR, where like not every track is the same and whatnot.
No,
like,
that's what I mean, is that at a given track, at a given location that multiple people are competing in, that track is set up the same.
No, it's the same for that day, but they change them constantly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. On a given day of competition. Yes. On a given day of competition for American Ninja Warrior,
the same track.
All of the athletes have to run the same course in the same day. It's not like, oh, I'm setting up a routine to perform for you in an empty space like gymnastics. It is. How long has gymnastics been recognized professionally, ideologically? We're not getting into this. American Ninja Warrior.
Care. Tug of war used to be in the Olympics.
What was?
Tug of war.
Then tug of war is a sport. It should absolutely.
Tug of war? Not in the fucking slightest.
No. Okay. So it's beside the point. American Ninja Warrior, like the courses are constantly changing between competition days, between whatever, you know. But like, I think it's the variable of a given sport is an athlete's skill in it.
Yes.
And American Ninja Warrior is absolutely something that skill can be exploited by one person in one thing versus another person in another thing. Like,
no, you have sold me. Yeah.
I think American Ninja Warrior is certainly a sport. If bowling and
bowling's not a sport.
Even outside of our debate, if bowling and fishing and professional eating can be considered sports, and American Ninja Warrior is on that list, like, I would consider American Ninja Warrior a sport before most of the other things that have showed up on this list so far.
What's our tally at?
So right now we have sports at 3 and not sports at 5.
Okay, so we should have two more.
I was about to say, do you know how many total you made for our...
I think I made 10.
Think you made 10? All right. Do we want to wait for Dono? Or is Dono going... Is Dono doing something like...
How close are we to an ad break? We're pretty far off,
We just
right?
finished one. Yeah, we're 45 minutes away.
You want to do the Wordle? Did you do the Wordle yet today?
I did not do the Wordle yet today. I also do not normally keep up with the Wordle of the day, so... you go ahead and do it on... You bring it up.
Oh, here.
You bring it up on your screen share. Yeah.
Oh, I stopped screen sharing. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you bring the wrong button.
You bring it up on your screen share, and we'll do the Wordle together while we wait for Dono.
All right, let me do that, because I'm just gonna
also,
slide
there
another
are
one.
plenty of great pictures of American Ninja Warrior. You just didn't look hard enough. Like,
no, you're right. That was for the bit. Yeah.
You know that one TikTok guy, Bob Reese? who has like a gymnastics studio and all these other things, and he films videos in it. He's a professional American Ninja Warrior athlete who has competed at the highest level of American Ninja Warrior for a couple of years in a row now.
All right. Your starting word is royal, right?
Yes.
All right.
Ooh, there's a Y.
Oh, there's a Y. Probably at the end.
When a Y hits like that, I love when I have chosen royal as my word. I was actually gonna say, well, there's no R, so I was gonna say like array, but there's no R. Let's see.
My first thought was tacky.
Tacky definitely feels like it would fit.
Just bust out a good amount of letters.
Oh Lord. Okay.
What?
We got an update on the Donna situation.
Oh, what's
water
good?
Tank just cracked and is spraying water in their downstairs area. Yeah, Dono's got a physical emergency. So Dono has been Dono is going to be out for the rest of this episode, unfortunately.
Poor guy.
Oh man. My family had to go through something like that. I'll tell that story in a minute.
Yeah.
We got you, no worries. Okay. So, there was a storm that was really, really bad in the I think it was like 5-6 years ago. And I wake up, I'm looking outside at this storm happening, and then I hear the sound of water like rushing somewhere in the house, and my mother and my father are awake looking at a literal jet of water shooting in the basement area underneath our stairs, underneath most of our family rooms that we keep for storage.
Yeah.
That was a fucking nightmare. We were up for hours trying to amend that situation, trying to ameliorate it, and it was awful. It turns out that we had a groundwater plug that had disintegrated, and the pipe that groundwater plug was plugging led directly into our house.
Yeah.
Like,
that's rough.
Like, my mom could tell you more about it. Speaking of which, do we have a third that we could bring in for this? So that we don't have a split decision?
I would say no, and we got 2 left.
We got 2 left. I'll just try my best to convince you.
We'll duke it out. Tacky feel like a good guess?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my god. Well, I would say Tabby, like a cat. Tangy also is pretty good.
Tabby. All right, Tabby feels like I want to get this in 3. Let's go for the Hail Mary. Tangy feels like I'm okay getting it in 4.
We'll definitely get it in 4. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you? I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Taffy.
Oh, Taffy.
Tangy, Taffy, Tabby. I think Tappy, Tappy, might be a word as well.
Maybe.
Lots of double letter.
Oh yeah.
Options here.
Taggy.
No.
Twa. Tad. Taddit. Taddy.
Tatey. Tay. I think it's down to Tabby, Tangy, or Taffy.
All right.
Let's do Tangy first.
Tangy first?
And then we'll say fuck it. Oh, fuck.
Ooh. All right.
Okay.
Taffy or Tabby?
I think Tabby would be the more fuck you word for today. Like...
All right, Tabby.
Yeah, that a lot of people are gonna hate that one. That's.
You want to do connections while we're here?
Yeah, let's do connections while
we'll do connections. While
it's been a while since we did this. All right.
Ooh. All right.
Oh, I can already. Sine, saw, square, and triangle are all types of waves in music.
Square
and triangle are all waves, shapes of waves. What? Oh no. Oh god.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh. All right.
So, a sub is a sandwich. That's what I got. All right.
What in the world?
I settle. Rattle.
Another thing I saw is I came, I saw, I conquered.
I came.
Came, saw, conquered, and I would be like the words of the famous poem or whatever it was. Like, but that feels
like a drum, a triangle, and
a rattle and a bell would be
rattle,
like
like
all
percussion instruments.
Maybe. I'm not
See, now I'm scared to do a guess. Like,
yeah. What is AB? Ab?
AB.
Ab. Might be like an ab crunch, ab roll.
Oh yeah.
Square roll, payroll, ab roll, payroll. Oh no, I have no idea.
Oh, drum roll.
Drum roll.
And rattle. Oh, rattle roll?
No.
Is that a thing?
No.
Eye roll?
I
mean, an eye roll is a thing.
Square roll, triangle roll, came roll, sub roll. Sub roll? Settle roll, rattle roll. Ah, it's really close. It's unfortunate.
Pro. I don't fucking know, actually.
It could also be like all like prefixes.
I was thinking
like
that with the pro,
ab, and
AB, sub, yeah. And then
are all prefixes.
Yeah. Like,
but there's not really another clear prefix among that.
I think we should try going with this.
Yeah, let's try that first. Just as
okay. All right.
Percussion instruments. Well, that's fucking stupid. All right. So I came, I saw, I conquered still sticks out in my mind, as there's really nothing else that...
Okay.
You fucking son of a bitch. I knew, and I said exactly that, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Okay, yeah. So... Okay.
All right, 3 guesses into the last one. All right, so like...
Square, sign, and... Oh, but saw wave isn't there anymore. Square, sign...
Those 2 are still there as well. Clear.
Battery low.
Oh god.
Touch. Clear. What?
Clear cut? A saw cut? No, clear.
Sign.
Sorry, I unplugged Umberly again.
All these are S words: sub, settle, square, and sign.
That can't be it. If that's it, I'm gonna pull my hair out.
Pay attention.
Charging battery.
Attention. No. Settle down.
Settle down. Pay down.
Square down.
Square down. No.
Square dance.
Square dance.
Pro dance.
No. Oh man.
Sub dance.
Sub ab.
No idea. Like really no idea.
Oh.
What?
Pay, square, settle, and clear are all, synonyms of taking care of something.
Taking care of a check.
Yeah.
Yep, you squared away the check.
Satisfies debts. Okay, so sub, ab, pro, and sign. What the fuck is this? Latin preposition. Oh!
We were there. We had it.
Close. We were close. So yeah, we had one of every category in the first round.
They did that on purpose. All right.
Yeah, they probably did that on purpose. All right, so...
Okay, we got 2 left.
We got 2 left, and so far the tally is looking 3-5. At this rate, sports could tie if I thoroughly convince you that these last 2... Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, this might be the last one. No, there might be one more after this. I don't remember. All right.
Oh, no.
Chess. There is competition.
Mm-hmm.
There's an organized league to compete in, chess.com, I think.
There are... Okay. No one at the party cares about your fucking... Hello. It's 1 L for Elo.
Oh, my bad.
It's 1 L. Okay. This is the one that I said, I'm pretty sure he's going to bring one up later that's going to be more mentally taxing than poker. This is it. Chess, okay.
Yep, uh-huh.
Okay. I understand the arguments that are laid against chess. That it's a board game. That is a game, not a sport. A game and a sport are different things, you know?
Yeah.
Arguably, you would put chess under esports more than you would put it under regular sports because there's not a lot of physical exertion required. There are so many more facets to professional, organized, competitive chess than people give it credit for. There are so many people who compete in professional chess to be the best chess player in the world.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's at stake at most of the major tournaments where chess players play, is that they are officially the best player in the world after a certain, you know, their elo is calculated by how many games they play versus what caliber of opponent they play them against, you know.
Yeah.
There was actually news recently that one of the greatest grandmasters in the modern game today was defeated multiple times by an up-and-coming grandmaster out of India. Like, some people call him the best chess player of all time.
Okay.
And he's been beaten multiple times by this one guy, and people are positing, well, if this guy can beat this guy, then he could surely be the best player of all time one day. There are cheating scandals in chess. There are a lot of cheating scandals in chess. A guy shoved a bunch of butt plugs up his ass to receive physical signals from a chess cheat engine to beat players at chess.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of incredible how deep chess as a competitive entity goes. People look at the surface level and go, I'm gonna move my horsey from here to here.
I want to take a beat about that guy in particular, because back in the days when I used to go live on TikTok a lot, I went off on a 30-minute rant about how deep down inside I think that guy didn't give a shit about chess and just wanted an excuse to try putting something up his butt for the first time.
Oh my god. What a phenomenal sidebar for the chess cheater to not care about chess at all.
It's
and
just toxic masculinity is so bad. You have to come up with any reason to put things up your butt. No, you don't get it, man. I don't have it vibrate as much as possible. Send me as many signals as you can. I want to win, I swear.
Oh my god, I can't breathe. Holy shit. Oh my god. Wow. I'd never thought of it that way before, Natalie. Holy god. Okay.
Yeah.
All this to say,
everything you've said is correct. Yeah.
All this to say, I think chess is very close to being a sport. It's very close.
I think it is the closest a board game can be.
But
if we let a board game be a sport, we have to let all the board games be a sport.
Hey, and I would open it welcomely. Open it welcomely? I would welcome it openly. Yeah, I would welcome it openly. However, there is something to be said that there is really not any physical effort exerted at all. In some of the other ones where I said the mental game is a aspect of it, there is still physical exertion behind it. Chess, there's none. It's all mental. It's all mental. Now, there is some stamina involved, because in a lot of tournaments, they're called long play tournaments, where every player has, like, a board that you sit at for, like, an hour and a half.
Yep.
And calculate. You do an opening, right, in the first, like, 10 minutes, and then you spend 70 minutes at a time, or, like, 30, 40 minutes at a time, looking at the board, calculating the best possible way for the rest of this game with a quintillion possibilities to go.
Yes.
Like, it's bonkers.
Yeah.
I would fringe on it being a sport at the risk of allowing other board games to be classified as sports when they absolutely have no right to be.
I got really down the rabbit hole of chess boxing.
Chess boxing.
Because I find it really funny that chess boxing started as a bunch of guys who loved chess being like, oh my God, this is like a fun little spin. And like they would play chess and then they'd get in the boxing ring and they're like, haha, we're punching each other now. And then one day some guy's like, I don't know shit about chess, but I know how not to lose in 2 minutes. And I
Yeah.
know I can knock one of these dudes out within the first round of boxing.
Yeah. Someone was like,
So he
I don't know
won?
shit about chess, but I'm going to beat the shit out of him when I'm done with their chess match. Like, oh,
Because chess
man.
boxing was 2 minutes of chess and then a 2-minute round of boxing. And you won by either knockout or winning the game of chess.
Does it alternate? Like 2 minutes of
al-
chess, 2 minutes of
yes.
boxing, 2 minutes of chess, 2
Yeah,
minutes
back
of
and
boxing?
forth until somebody wins or is knocked out. Yeah.
Oh, man. You have to survive 2 minutes of chess if you think you have a chance at 2 minutes at boxing.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Or you have to win in the first 2 minutes to not get punched in the face.
Yes, exactly. That's crazy.
It was actually really fun to watch. It's no longer a thing, unfortunately.
Oh.
What is it? Ludwig? Is that the name of the streamer?
Ludwig. Yeah.
Yeah, held a massive tournament. It was really cool to watch. I don't have another one.
You don't have it. So this is the last one.
Yeah, I thought I had darts on here. I did not put darts on.
Oh, damn. Okay, so chess is the last one for our
Chess is the last
show
one.
then. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it has come to our professional opinion that is it a sport? Well, 3 of the things on our list today we have determined yes, indeed, they are sports and deserve to be called as such. But 6 of them, no, they're definitely fucking not. Like, there are some reasons that you could call anything a sport. Like, I could easily sit here and call what we do a sport. We compete a lot of the time. We have a we physically exert ourselves quite often.
Who wins?
Who wins?
There's a clear winner in sports.
The audience wins.
That means we lose.
Oh. And on that depressing note, let's come to the end of the episode, shall we? I would ask Dono for his media recommendation and his life advice, but he has, I would say Dono's
check
life
your water
advice is
heaters.
check your water tanks, and that his media pick would be the closest water tank store. Dono, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like making jokes at your expense. If you ever do come back and watch this, I'm sorry. I know it must be a terrible thing that you're going through right now.
Yes. Oh, can I stop sharing?
Yeah, you absolutely
we're
can.
transitioning.
And it'll be
Yeah.
just the 2 of us. Yeah. So,
The two of us.
I think that with our arrangement as we have it now, on stream, you can see that me on the side of sports was able to reclaim 3 for Dadley, but Dadley was able to convince me that 6 things were not sports, even if I had fair arguments that they could be. So in this episode, Dadley, you are the winner. Your prize,
I won.
your prize today is you get 3 points. So if you could point at 3 things, please.
Okay, we have my Enclave book on the floor currently. That hasn't moved. We have my box of pens with 3 missing. And I have a penis.
Phenomenal. All right,
Dude,
so,
I just went to go text you my media pick so you could just copy and paste it, and got so sad looking at the pictures of the Nat 1 and the Natural 2
oh yeah.
of Inquisition.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's rough, buddy. That's
Yeah.
So what have we got for life advice today?
Life advice is it's okay to have a hobby. You don't have to go out and justify it by calling it a sport or think that your hobby isn't valid because there's not a league for it or a community around it. Just have a hobby. It's good to have something you look forward to doing in your spare time. Nobody, and I want to stress this, nobody is like, oh my god, competitive notebook making needs to be a thing. But like I made this with my own fucking hands. This is fucking cool. Have a hobby.
Absolutely. My life advice is that now for the ultimate question, is it sport a sport? Thank you, Dragon Engineer. We already answered that with the scores above our heads. Dadley wins this time. Next time on Is It Sport, Dadley will present us with 9 more possible sports, and I will see if I can outwit him and outbest him into thinking that they are sports. No.
Before you jump into your life advice, I noticed the Dapper D's chat, and nobody responded to my message. I don't want to stress, I sent this to 3 other group chats that went unresponded, and then people I've talked to in person do not understand this question. Fuck, marry, kill, the concepts of fuck, marry, and kill.
Okay. I will humor this for the time being. I will say let me do my life advice and let's do our media picks, and then we'll end the episode with that.
Okay.
My life advice is not everything has to be a competition. And it is okay for you to lose when someone else thinks they have won if you were never competing in the first place.
Ooh. That's some deep shit.
Media pick of the week.
Yeah, so years and years ago, I don't even remember the concert at this point, but the opening band was this band called Bearings that I did not know going into it, and they had a merch table with a single t-shirt for sale. They had one shirt for sale at their merch table, and the shirt, like a shirt design.
Oh,
like not
okay,
just,
okay.
No, like they like instead of like hats and hoodies
we're selling
and whatnot.
one T-shirt.
No,
somebody buy our T-shirt, please.
They
how many
one
do you have?
shirt
One.
The shirt design said, "Who the fuck is Bearings?" And I've been a fan of this band ever since I saw that shirt.
Oh my god, how sweet!
They just dropped a new album called Comfort Company by Bearings.
That's phenomenal.
Think of like a little bit more of like a poppy Day to Remember, like that melodic hardcore with more of a pop punk sound. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time.
I will look this up right now because that sounds actually pretty dope. Hold on. So my media pick of the week, funnily enough, I actually have 2 media picks of the week. One is a little bit more personal than the other one is. There we go. So, the first one that I would recommend is the movie Nuremberg. We went and saw it in theaters on Saturday when my mother began her usual weekend visit. And I sat there in the theater with my phone in my hand, ready to score it with my usual scoring tabulator. And I did not knock a point off of it once. The production design was incredible. The sound was incredible. The cinematography was incredible. The casting was awesome. It is a movie about the Nuremberg trials, about the trials of Nazi high command when World War II ended.
Yeah.
And Russell Crowe plays Hermann Goering phenomenally well, considering the shoes he had to fill to be someone so megalomaniacal, and know in his heart that he was going to quote unquote win a trial against him. He plays that role so well, and it is frightening to watch because it's one of Russell Crowe's best performances in anything ever, in my opinion. Playing across from Michael Shannon and Rami Malek, like a phenomenal cast. Just it's perfect. it's one of the only movies that I would actually call perfect for what it is setting to accomplish. And the critics gave it a 68 over its opening weekend. They hated it. They said it was surface level. They said it could have gone deeper into its subject matter. I say nay. More people will understand the importance of Nuremberg because of this movie, because of the level that it dives into. If it were to go any deeper than it went, it would have bordered upon being something that it's not.
Okay.
So it's one of the only movies I have ever called required viewing. So if you have a chance to watch Nuremberg 2025, go watch it. Because it is absolutely something my mother said, and this is high praise from my mother. This is a movie that every high school freshman needs to see. And it's important. It's important.
Yeah.
Some people will try to compare it to something that it's not. And to those people, you are living in a dark, 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 dark world.
Okay.
But my second recommendation, and this one is a little bit more personal. My cousin, Nina, is a grade school, or was, I don't know if she's back teaching or not. At one point in her life, she was a middle school, like grade school, middle school English teacher.
Oh.
And she has 4 lovely children, and she appeared on a podcast called The Bump Podcast, the BUMP podcast, Believers in the Unbelievable, Monsters, and Paranormal, is what it started out as. But it turned into a religious podcast at some point, like believers, Christian believers who also like to believe in the unreal, the paranormal, whatever. Yeah. She was a guest on this podcast because of her story, which is a very, very shocking, tragic story about herself. She is allergic to the cold. She literally breaks out in hives if it's too cold. If her body experiences cold temperatures, it will swell up, break out in hives. It will cause her systems to start to slowly shut down if they are not warmed up and taken care of at a certain point.
Holy shit.
And she fell into a river that was cold enough to react with her entire body.
Yep.
She died on the table, and they brought her back.
Fuck.
And she told her story on this podcast. And it is, I've listened to a part of it, but this person is my cousin who I have loved and cherished as a cousin for years. She is my favorite cousin. She's twice my age, not twice my age. She's got 15 solid years on me, but she's still in my line of cousins. You know, there are cousins underneath me. Her children are my, would be the next generation.
Yes.
Even though one of her children is physically closer to my age than I am to her age.
Okay.
But her story is incredible, and it's truly something to behold. It is an episode of the BUMP podcast called Calm in the Chaos. And that is because that is a fortune that was written on a cookie that she opened on the day before she was brought to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
That's why the episode is called that, but...
Yeah.
I love my cousin, and I love her story, and more people should hear it because it is a phenomenal story. But that's a very personal pick. I'm not putting it in the Dapper Suggestions channel.
Okay.
For reasons of that might be something that my cousin doesn't necessarily want to have shared, as openly as I have decided to share it. So, if you are listening to this, though, and at some point in the future, go look up the BUMP podcast, Calm in the Chaos. It is a fun... It's not fun, but it is a story that you should hear because it is remarkable. And on that note, upcoming schedule.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
We got some Strahd and Coffee.
Strahd and Coffee Chapter 2. And then nothing else until next Monday.
Yeah.
After we will get together.
Play some Uno.
And we'll play some. You know that this season has to end with us actually playing Uno, right, Deadline?
Why would we do that? We're doing it next week.
Precisely. So on that note, we'll have an episode for you next week. And until then, thank you so much for watching. I've been Dippy.
I've been Dadley.
And until next time, your adventure matters.
I would marry, fuck, kill,
God damn it.
marry. And then, what's the last one? I would marry, fuck, I'd kill, marry, and then I'm fucking kill.
See, I would have to kill because then nobody would ever die.
That's not... Most people
would,
don't die for being killed.
And then I would... And then I would fuck, marry, and marry, fuck. Because, like, you know, that would
Spice
be...
of life.
That, yeah, spice of life, joie de vivre, you know.
Yeah.
If you marry the feeling... If you marry the feeling that fuck gives you in the short term and you're able to sustain that for the long term, you will be one of the happiest people to ever live.
That is some wild words of wisdom. Holy shit. And I've been Dadley.
Until next time, your adventure matters.
Stay dapper.
And roll your initiative. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.